Welcome back, beautiful family. Today I want to share with you a very delicious recipe. Pumpkin cinnamon roast. They come out delicious and amazing. Perfect for this cold weather. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. This amazing pumpkin cinnamon roll, these are the ingredients. I have granulated sugar, I have yeast, vanilla extract, pumpkin puree, milk, egg, unsalted butter, all-purpose flour. This is everything we need for the dough of this delicious and amazing pumpkin cinnamon roll. So let's get started. I want to start here showing you that I'm going to be using my stand mixer, and I'm adding my all-purpose flour, my granulated sugar, my yeast, and of course I'm just going to incorporate it completely, making sure that everything is nice and incorporated. And now I am ready to start adding my room temperature ingredients, which is 1 egg, my milk that is nice and warm, my unsalted butter that it's at room temperature and it's nice and soft, and the pumpkin puree. I have all the ingredients in here. I just need to add my vanilla extract. I'm gonna go ahead, put it in my stand mixer, and I'm gonna mix it for about 10 minutes, making sure that everything is nice and incorporated. And look at this, it really doesn't take too long. Remember, 10 minutes and you're gonna see a big ball of dough, nice and fluffy, nice and stretchy, and that's exactly how you want it. So here I'm showing you a little bit the dough, how it's going to start creating that big large ball of dough. These cinnamon pumpkin rolls really come out really tender, really fluffy. The taste is just amazing, and I'm sure that once you taste them, you are really going to fall in love with these amazing cinnamon pumpkin rolls. Look at this. Now that you see that the bowl is clean from the bottom, now I'm ready to start kneading by hand. And I'm going to knead it for about 5 minutes until everything is really nice and soft, nice and spongy, and it doesn't stick to the palm of your hands. 5 minutes, and then we are gonna let this dough rest for about 60 minutes. Remember, always let your dough rest for 60 minutes. I'm adding a little bit of the all-purpose flour because it's still sticking on my palms of my hands. And once that your dough you've been kneading for about 5 minutes, then it's time to put it in a bowl, cover it with plastic wrap, and let it sit and let it relax and expand. So here, this is done. I'm gonna get my bowl. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the all-purpose flour on the bottom. I'm adding a little bit on the top, covering, and then I'm gonna let it rest for 1 hour. And I wanna show you the ingredients I am going to use to add the filling and the topping of these amazing cinnamon pumpkin rolls. Look at this. I have here, of course, I have the pumpkin puree. I have on this plate the granulated sugar and cinnamon, and the powdered sugar, cream cheese, and butter that I am going to mix until it's really nice and creamy and fluffy. And I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start by doing it in very low motion so I don't make a mess of the powdered sugar. Well, I'm going to continue mixing, and then I'm going to show you how creamy and fluffy this mixture is going to be. Look at this. Now that I have the mixture ready, I'm going to go ahead and just put it aside and let it rest just like that. And now I'm ready to continue with the dough. It's really nice and fluffy. Look at this. I'm just gonna pat it down, move it around for just a little bit. I'm gonna start getting ready my rolling pin, and we are going to roll it out about 1/2 inch. We're gonna go ahead, start rolling it out, making sure that everything is nice and covered with the all-purpose flour. And now I'm ready to add the pumpkin puree right on the top, making sure that I cover everything. You don't want to add too much, or else it's gonna really going to come out of the roll. So that's why you don't want to add too much. Just add a little bit. Once you add this, you're gonna add the mixture of the granulated sugar and the cinnamon. Just make sure that you really incorporate the cinnamon into the granulated sugar. Look at this. Let's incorporate it really good, and then we are going to spread it, sprinkle it right on the top of the pumpkin puree. I'm going to go ahead and start just adding it like that until I add everything in here. Once this is done, well, we're going to start rolling it just like that. Look at this. Once you make this amazing cinnamon pumpkin roll, I am sure you're going to continue making it. Very easy to prepare, very delicious, and of course is perfect for this cold weather. It's nice and cold here in California. And now I am ready to start cutting it and slicing it. And the edges, I'm going to remove them and just slice it like this. Have a pan ready. Have 1 tablespoon of butter. Cover the whole pan from the bottom and the sides. And then you are ready to start adding the little rolls right in the center. Look at this. Once you add them, remember, cover them, let them rest for 10 to 15 minutes until they rise a little bit. Remember to always preheat your oven before you take this to your oven. We're going to turn the oven on to 350 Fahrenheit, and they're going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. Right after 20 minutes, this is going to smell amazing, delicious. And of course, they are nice and hot. And while they are still hot, we are going to add the topping right on the top. The mixture of the cream cheese, the butter, the powdered sugar, and let's just add it on the top. These look amazing. My home smells delicious, and I can't wait to dig in. Look at this. Okay, let's start adding the topping right on the top. And of course, be very generous with your topping, because you're really going to enjoy these amazing cinnamon pumpkin rolls. Look at this. Well, I'm going to continue covering the rest, and I can't wait to enjoy them. My mouth is already nice and watering. I can't wait to enjoy them. Make them at home. I'm sure that you guys are going to love this amazing recipe. Look at this. They don't stick on the bottom because I covered the pan with the unsalted butter. They're really nice and golden brown from the bottom and really fluffy. I'll see you in a little bit. I can't wait to enjoy. I'm ready for the presentation. My friends, I am completely done with these amazing cinnamon pumpkin rolls made at home with lots of love. But this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. Of course, I'm going to enjoy it with a very cold cup of milk. Let's see how this came out. Excuse me. Nice and fluffy. The flavor just amazing. There is no need to go buy cinnamon rolls when you could make them at home. And of course, enjoy them with your family. Excuse me. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated, so every time I make an amazing recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Cooking with Gloria. Like, subscribe, and share, and I will stay enjoying these amazing cinnamon pumpkin rolls made at home with lots of love. See you on my next amazing recipe. Bye-bye.